This is the story of first Avenger. No, not Captain America, but a sage who had avenged his father's death by sheer intellect and unmatchable confidence. Once upon a time, there lived a sage called Uddalaka. He had a student by name Kahoda, who was dedicated, intelligent, and disciplined. Impressed by his student, Sage Uddalaka bestowed Kahoda with the greatest knowledge of Vedas and also his daughter Sujata. After some time, Sujata got pregnant. One day, when the father Kahoda was in deep practice of Vedas, the fetus from the womb of the mother reprimanded the father, saying that his pronunciation of Vedas was not coming right. Kahoda felt insulted among his students. In fury, he cursed the fetus to be born with 8 deformities in his body, and thus the name Astavakra. Astavakra continued to grow in the mother's womb. One day, Sujata spoke to Kahoda and said that as they are expecting child any moment, they should be comfortable in terms of money, and therefore asked him to do something to earn enough money. Kahoda took her advice and went to Videha kingdom to participate in a debate against a learned man called Bandhi. Bandhi has a rule: whoever loses in the debate with him must drown in the water. Kahoda accepted the condition and started the debate with Bandhi, but he lost in the debate and therefore had to drown in a river. Later, Astavakra was born. However, Astavakra didn't know who his father is. He considered Uddalaka, his grandfather, to be his father. One day when he was sitting in the lap of his grandfather Uddalaka, his grandfather's son and his uncle Shvetaketu, another learned sage almost of the same age as Astavakra, pulled him from the lap of Uddalaka and said that Uddalaka is not his father. Astavakra was hurt. He went to his mother and inquired about the whereabouts of his father and understood that he lost in a debate with Bandhi and therefore drowned in a river. Astavakra decided to avenge his father. Along with his uncle Shvetaketu, Astavakra started the kingdom of Videha. At that point of time, the Videha king, King Janaka, was performing a great sacrifice. Many Brahmanas were attending the event. When Astavakra tried to enter the premises, he was stopped by the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper said that the meetup was not meant for kids and it is only meant for the learned ones. Then Astavakra told the gatekeeper that age is not a factor that will decide the intellect of a person. A learned one, irrespective of his age, must be considered as a jnani and must be allowed into the sabha. I am a learned man who had learned the Vedas and Vedangas. I have the ability to discuss the Shastras with the learned ones, and I also have the ability to defeat Bandhi in a debate. Today you will witness my prowess. Please inform King Janaka of my presence, said Astavakra. Then the gatekeeper said, while I will not be able to allow you to the debating area immediately, I will be able to place you in a position where you will have access to the king. He will be at a hearing distance so that you can speak to him and enter the debate. The gatekeeper said so and let Astavakra in. Then Astavakra said, O great King Janaka, I am glad to see the greatest sacrifices performed by you. You are of the equal stature as that of King Yayati. I heard that there is a learned man called Bandhi in your court. I have come here to defeat him in a debate. Let me know where that Bandhi is, he said. Then Janaka said, Son, I am not sure if you are aware of the abilities of the one whom you are challenging. Many people have come here with an intent to defeat Bandhi, but they succumbed to his condition. I am not sure if you will be able to stand against him. Then the 10-year-old Astavakra said, Raja, I don't think Bandhi has faced someone like me till now. If you have any doubt, you can check my prowess. Then the king asked, What is that thing with 30 parts, 12 sections, 24 chapters and 360 units? Then Astavakra responded, with 12 Amavasyas and 12 Purnimas, which constitute 24 chapters, 12 months as 12 sections, and 360 days as units. It is the year. It is a unit of time that you are asking about. Then the king asked, Two things stay together like twin horses. They fall onto the earth suddenly like a hawk. Who are those devatas that bear those two? Then Astavakra responded, Those two are lightning and thunder born by cloud and supported by wind. Then the king asked, What is that thing that sleeps with eyes open? What is that thing that can't walk despite birth? What is that thing that doesn't have a heart? And what is that thing that grows with speed? Then Astavakra responded, "It's a fish that sleeps with eyes open. Though born, an egg cannot move. A stone doesn't have a heart, and a river grows with speed." The king was impressed with the intellect of the 10-year-old Astavakra and led him into the debate. Then Astavakra entered the Yajna Mandapa and challenged Bandhi for a debate. Bandhi asked Astavakra why is he trying to disturb a sleeping lion. Looking at Bandhi, Astavakra said, "You answer to the questions I pose and I will answer any question that you ask of me." Bandhi got angry. Then he said, "One Agni takes various forms. One Surya provides light to the entire world. There is only one Indra and there is only one Lord Yama for all the Pitrudevatas." He quoted 4 important things of singular nature. Then Astavakra responded by quoting the importance of duality. Astavakra said, "Indra and Agni are friends. They always stay together. In the same way, Parvata and Narada are Devarshis. Ashwini Devatas are 2 and Kapil are also 2. Then Bandhi said, "The creation has 3 components, gods, humans and animals. In Yajna, Rigveda, Yajurveda and Samaveda are being used. There are 3 parts of the day during which a Yajna can be performed, and there are 3 lokas, and there are 3 lights, Surya, Agni and Chandra." Then Astavakra said, "There are 4 ashramas for the Brahmanas, which are Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa. There are 4 Varnas who bear the importance of Yajnas. There are 4 directions and 4 kinds of alphabets." Then Bandhi said, "Fires are 5. Chandasu or grammar have 5 constructs. Yajnas are of 5 kinds and there are 5 important rivers." Then Astavakra said, "As a part of the Yajna, 6 cows must be given as donation. There are 6 seasons. There are 6 sense organs. There are 6 Kritika stars." Then Bandhi said, "Domestic animals are 7 and wild animals are 7. The chandas used in performing a yajna is again 7 categories. There are saptarshis and there are 7 upacharas performed to a god and there are 7 strings to a veena." Then Astavakra said, "The Sharabha who holds an ability to kill a lion has 8 legs. In Devatas there are 8 vasus. In yajna the construction happens taking 8 angles into consideration." Then Bandhi said, "The creation is happening with a mix of 9 components. There are 9 letters in Brihati Chandas. 1 to 9 digits are the root for all the calculations." Then Astavakra said, "A mother carries a child for 10 months. People who are worthy of contempt are 10. There are 10 stages for the body and the people who are ought to be respected are also of 10 categories." Then Bandhi said, "For a yaga by name Pakveka Dasini, one should offer 11 animals, and every man has 11 distractions, and there are 11 Rudras in the Swargaloka." Then Astavakra said, "In 1 year we have 12 months. For Jagati Chanda there will be 12 letters, and the Adityas are considered to be 12 in number." Then Bandhi said, "Trayodasi 13 is the best among the Thidis, and there are 13 islands on earth." And then Bandhi stopped. And the remaining half was completed by Astavakra. A Rakshasa by name Kesi fought with Sri Mahavishnu for 13 days. "In Ati Chandas there will be 13 or more letters," he said. Upon hearing this, Bandhi grew silent. He started thinking. As soon as Astavakra spoke, the audience erupted in glee. Then Astavakra said, "Bandhi had defeated many people earlier and made them drown in water. Now that should be the punishment to him as well. Go and take him and drown him in the water," he said. Then Bandhi announced that he was defeated. However, he had also mentioned that he is the son of Varuna Deva and he had sent the learned Brahmanas to perform a yaga in the Varuna Loka. Therefore, he asked Astavakra not to drown him and he also promised that he would bring back all the Brahmanas who were drowned earlier. Then the Brahmanas who had drowned earlier along with Kahoda came back. Kahoda along with his brother-in-law and son went back to the ashrama. There, impressed by the devotion and dedication of his son, Kahoda asked to take a dip in a river and Astavakra did so. As soon as he did that, all the deformities in his body were removed. Lomasa showed the river to Yudhishthira and narrated the story of Astavakra. Thank you. Jai Shriman Narayana.